Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And Murphy's own Sherry Raines.
Yeah, you must have given horseback passes to the right guy, Stephen.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith's Shetland pony is right alongside.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're back with you, and I'm excited to know when we have got a man here that has had hit after hit. You're going to run my bad reputation. Watching girls go by, Lord of mercy, and it just keeps on going with older women. Ronnie McDowell, good morning. How are you?
Well, I'm live and in color in Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Man, now that's where you're actually from, right? Wasn't you not raised in Hendersonville?
No, my hometown is Portland, Tennessee, which is about 15 miles from here. In 1987, I was on the road with my buddy Conway Twitty, and he called me one day and he said, "Hey, you need to get down here closer to me." And I've been here ever since.
I don't blame you, man. I'm gonna tell you, Conway Twitty was one of a kind, man. He honestly, and if I looked as good as he did in them jumpsuits, I'd wear one.
You know, he started wearing those in 78 when I went on the road with him. He had a gray one, a blue one, and a black one.
Right.
And he would alternate different cities, you know, those outfits, and they were real, like silky material. They was real comfortable, and he enjoyed wearing those, and he looked great in them.
Well, now, you've had a pretty good career, and I'm going to tell you, I probably bought you 2 or 3 tanks of gas in your bus because I bought a lot of your stuff over the years, and I can remember The King Is Gone. I think that's actually the one that got you started, is it not?
You know, it is. In 1977, August 16th, Elvis passed away that afternoon, and I was in my Camaro, and I had just rehearsed Return to Sender.
Right.
Because we had a top 40 band, and I told the boys that I knew that Elvis had Moody Blue out at the time, and I said, but let's learn an older Elvis song. So we rehearsed Return to Sender. I got in the Camaro. I got by Metro Center in Nashville on the interstate, turned the radio on, and the DJ goes, Elvis Presley has passed away. I know it's hard to believe, but 15 miles down the road, I had this written. I was barely 6 years old when I first heard him sing, and somehow I knew from that moment on it'd be a lifetime thing. So anyway, all that just kind of flowed out, and it sold 1 million records in a week. 2 weeks later, I was on American Bandstand, scared out of my wits.
Right. That is so cool. I remember that song come out. I was 9 years old. We was talking about that last night because you was coming on today, me and my wife. I was 9 years old. I remember when they announced on the radio, like you, and then this song come out. I learned this song back when I was a kid. I used to sing it all the time. Of course, you sound like Elvis, man. You have got Elvis down.
Well, actually, he sounds like me.
Ah, there you go. I'm gonna tell you. You know, I know everybody's looking for the next big hit, but now if I were you, and as good as you are with Elvis, I think I'd sneak around and I'd record about 10 songs in Elvis's voice, and I'd say, "Hey, we found a lost recording of Elvis."
Well, to be honest with you, been there and done that with The King Is Gone, and
right.
Then I went on to, do my own. If you listen to older women and watching girls go by and Bad Reputation and Wandering Eyes and Personally and In a New York Minute, that just sounds like Ronnie McDowell.
There you go. I guarantee it. That Older Women, that song, I mean, that's got to be, every time anybody says anything, but you always hear, well, older women are better. That is
They say that?
Oh, we were at the bus garage yesterday, and we were laughing about something, and somebody said that, and I thought, how funny is that? But that's a cool tune. But now you've got some new stuff coming out, right?
Yeah, we're constantly, me and Paul Overstreet just wrote a song last night, and I'm constantly writing and recording and having fun. Me and Bill Medley of the Righteous Brothers and John Snyder Duke got together not long ago, and I rewrote the lyrics to the Righteous Brothers' #1 million seller, Rock and Roll Heaven, and I changed it to Country Heaven.
Well,
And like I say, me and Bill Medley and John Snyder singing on that. And Mike Curb is going to put that out as a single, so I'm excited about that.
wow. You said John Snyder?
Yeah, Bo Duke.
Bo Duke. There you go. I'm gonna tell you that Paul Overstreet, man, he's a songwriter too, man. I love Paul Overstreet. He had some good stuff out there. But now you're actually coming to Georgia Mountain Fair, right?
Yeah, and the first time I came to Hiawassee was in 1977 with a group that we all know, and they opened up for me, Alabama.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah.
Yeah, 1977.
That's crazy.
So I've been coming there for like 40-something years.
Well, we're glad you're coming back. I guarantee it. But you had a heck of a career, man.
Thank you.
No doubt about it. And
I've been blessed. I tell everybody that I'm the most blessed soul on the planet.
there you go. I guarantee it. But I mean, watching girls go by, I love that too. No doubt. And I got to quit saying no doubt about it. That's a habit. I got to break that habit.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's all right. I always say wow all the time. Wow, wow.
But now you've worked with so many different artists, and I think that Conway Twitty, I mean, Conway kind of changed his career, actually his own over the years. He kept changing with the times, but nowadays it's so hard. It's so hard because, I mean, just like, you got new music coming out and you got a lot of people behind you, but people like this pop country stuff that it ain't even country. It's just talking about pickup trucks and that kind of stuff. And I can't.
No, Conway, he got into that groove where he was doing "Don't Take It Away" and "Slow Hand," and
right.
He was like me. He loved those R&B grooves too, So he kind of got away from doing hardcore country and doing. If you listen to "Don't Take It Away" and of course "Slow Hand," like I said, that's that kind of R&B kind of feel, which I love those feels.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I like that bluesy stuff.
The R&B is one thing, but we're talking about, I guess, what Packy always calls hick hop. It's like country rap, and it's just not anywhere near country anymore.
Yeah, I'm not into that. I just I don't find anything that reaches my spirit with that stuff. So
yeah, exactly.
I like melodies and beautiful harmony and great lyric, and I don't get into that at all.
Yeah, I'm with you. But now you got and we actually, which is pretty interesting, and this is cool because we're actually going to have your son is in the music business too. He's going to be on Friday.
Oh, well, great. Tyler Dean.
Yeah. So I know you're proud of him.
Yeah, I'm proud of his version of Older Women. I like it a lot better than mine. It's more modern and up to date. And, of course, the song he had before that, he performed it the other night, and the people went crazy over it, called "Come to Nashville," that he actually wrote himself.
Wow.
And so I'm proud of him. And then my older son, Ronnie Dean, is my drummer, one of the best drummers. And I'm not just saying this because he's my kid, but in Nashville, when he does sessions, they call him One Take Ronnie.
Oh, that's cool. They like that, too, because they can get in and get out.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, no doubt about it. But now you're still writing and playing, man. I love it. I love it. You got a full thing going on with all this COVID, I guess. Now, did you write a lot of stuff during COVID while everybody's sitting at the house?
Well, I've been streaming at the Donahoe Hotel in Red Bowling Springs for almost 2 years now.
Right.
Because of the pandemic and COVID, and that's been a blessing as well. And we're there again this Friday and Saturday. I'm going to Memphis today.
Right.
I'll be there for 2 days. I'm filming tonight on a new TV show that I'm hosting called Music City Late Night. My first guest is Crystal Gale.
Oh, wow.
But we're filming at a friend of mine's house. It's like we do little segments, and he has the Jailhouse Rock outfit. He has the Loving You outfit. He's got Elvis's first guitar. He's got Lisa Marie's marriage license to Michael Jackson. And the list goes on and on. So we'll be filming a little segment this afternoon at his house. And then we're doing a show tomorrow. Then I come back and I stream at the 120-year-old Hotel, the Donahoe, in beautiful Red Bowling Springs, Tennessee.
Wow. Now, this is all, you get to, if we want to watch this is on Facebook, or where do we see the streams at?
Yeah, it's Facebook, just Ronnie McDowell, Facebook.com.
Right. That's got to be so much fun. Honestly.
It is. That's my escape every week when I go over there and I get to walk along the creek and by myself. They still got wooden covered bridges there. It's just beautiful.
Well, now, does he let you play Elvis's guitar?
Oh yeah, he lets me hold it, and of course, it ain't in tune anymore. But back in '47, 3 years before I was hatched, Gladys only paid $7.50 for it, but that was a lot of money back then.
Oh, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. Yeah, that's absolutely. Now you wrote a song. See, with the you paint. You're a painter too. You paint pictures, and you've got one of Elvis getting his first guitar, right?
Yeah, at the Tupelo hardware store, and I sold the original to the owner of the Baltimore Orioles, Steve Jeppy, who is, if you can believe it, probably a bigger Elvis fan than me. And
right.
So he has that hanging in his house. And
well, that's
so,
really...
yeah, I paint all the time. I'm taking 2 paintings with me to Memphis this afternoon.
Wow. I can't even hardly write my name. I don't see how y'all do that. And that I actually went and looked at the picture. It's a beautiful picture. And what year did you do that?
I did that one about 4 or 5 years ago. And then the biggest seller is when one of my icons and friends for 40-something years called me one day and said, "Hey, Ronnie, I want you to paint a picture of me getting a DUI on my lawnmower." He's the only one I've ever known to get a DUI on a lawnmower.
Hey, I had a buddy of mine get a DUI on a horse, so it can happen. Yep, I guarantee it. He was like, "Why don't you give the horse the ticket?" Yeah, but anyway, it all comes together. So now let me ask you this. If we wanted to buy some of your art, can we get that through Facebook too?
No, RonnieMcDowellArt.com.
And you just got all kinds of stuff going on.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I got on a fast-moving train 44 years ago this August when the King is gone. And if I were to get off of it, I'd die. I have to keep going constantly.
Well, I love it, man. I honestly love it. And like your music and it's like the staple of my life and a lot of other people's because, I grew up when what I call the good music was out there, and I grew up on all that with you and all the different ones that back in the day, and you're still out there playing today, and I love it. But we've got to get,
well, thank you.
We got to get to break. Of course, we've done talked about, tell everybody how they can get up with you, and then you're going to be here at the Georgia Mountain
this
Fair.
Weekend.
And so you can actually, I guess you're going to have all your CDs and T-shirts and all that kind of stuff, and bring a couple of them.
Yeah, and a lot of the paintings, and so folks can come and see the George Jones and the Dolly and Elvis, and just a lot of the paintings that we have.
Right. I would love to have that one. I can't afford it, I'm sure, unless you take payments. I'll pay you $50 a week and double up on good weeks. The one with George getting a DUI.
One are you interested in?
The one with George getting a DUI. That'd be so.
Oh, man, I'll give you one of those.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's nice to know rich people. No doubt.
I don't know any rich people, so you ain't talking about me. You talking about, what's his name? Steve Jobs.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
I just need somebody to co-sign. I don't care anything about how much they got, as long as they got good credit. So anyway, but tell everybody how they can get up with you, Ronnie.
Just Ronnie McDowell, Facebook.com or RonnieMcDowellArt.com. Just real simple.
Ain't nothing to it, man. Hey, I appreciate you, no doubt about it. I'm going to try to get up there and holler at you while you're up there at the show at the fairgrounds. I'll be the guy in the back hollering Freebird.
Hey, or Proud Mary.
There you go.
Proud Mary.
There you go. Ronnie, I appreciate it so much, man.
All right, take care of yourself, and come to the fair, and I'll give you one of those George Jones paints.
There you go.
I'll be there, brother. Yep.
All right, listen, have a wonderful day.
You too, bro. Thank you for spending a little time with us. And remember, you can tune in every morning at WJULradio.com at 8 a.m. Eastern. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook, The Morning Dish.